Hey there, Pioneer fans, Bryant Cook here, and today you're in for a treat. I'm going to play Lotus Combo. I know that's nothing spectacular or anything like that. In front of you is the list that I played last week. And this list was good, but I really wanted to play Valakut Awakening on top of Birgi. And I went into the lab and I came up with an idea, and this is the treat, not this standard list. We're running some full spice today, and I hope you enjoy it because I've put a lot of thought into this and I think it's great. This is straight blue red Lotus combo, no green. So you'll lose Arboreal Grazer and you lose Sylvan Scrying. Well, we gain Opt over Grazer, so you're a little bit more consistent. And Shimmer actually digs pretty deep. So one of the concepts behind this list is that when you're comboing, you're not drawing dead cards. So dead cards are Grazers, extra copies of Sylvan Scrying, things like that. So this list is really fluid. You end up seeing a lot of cards, a lot of cards. So yeah, and you get to run Birgi that you can actually cast off your lands a lot more frequently. And then you get to run the full playset of Valakut Awakening, which is super powerful. So, yeah. One of the things about this list, though, is you do not have Balged Recovery to act as Cabal Rituals, I like to call it. So, because of that, you do have Birgi, which generates red mana. So, Opt actually breaks even. When you have Brawl and Birgi in play, all of your 2 mana spells are break evens, which is really nice. And then you'll get to some points in the games where you can actually cast Valakut Awakening for next to free because of Birgi created the red mana for it. So these are all really nice things. You end up churning through the deck very quickly between Valakut Awakening, Shimmer, and Dig. So you end up finding the 4 hidden strings like quite often. I did play a league with a blue-red list before this one. It was with Fae of Wishes in the deck. I did not like Fae. I tried it, and all the time when I was mid combo, I was bottoming Fae. Like I never wanted it. The main deck Reservoir and Approach are just good enough. You don't want Fae. I I know people are still attached to the card. It was just miserable. And it directly resulted in a few of my losses. Like I just did not enjoy it. So I'm not playing it in this league. And instead, we get to run a real sideboard. So we have these 4 answers, primarily for mono green devotion. Mystical Dispute is if there's still any Omnath decks out there, it's mainly for those. It's still good against Niv Delight. It's good in the mirror, that sort of thing. Anger is obviously for red decks, and you can actually cast Anger without Lotus in this version, which is beautiful. Same thing with Niv Mizzet. You can actually cast Niv against control decks if they remove your Lotuses from the game. You can just cast your Niv, and then Sphinx makes sure that your approach resolves. Yeah, I'm really excited about this list. I do think it's great. And yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments below. Any suggestions as well. Don't say play green because I'm trying something different here, and I think that this list has a lot of potential. I went 3-2 with the Fae list, and I could upload that, but honestly, I don't want to upload something I'm not happy with. I'm a lot more happy not playing Fae. I want to see if I can do better than a 3-2. Are you with me? I sure hope so. Round number 1 is coming right up. Round number 1. We're on the draw. Our opponents revealed an Obosh, so they're probably on an aggro deck. We've opened up Lotus, but no other lands, so we're going to have to ship this one. Yikes, this hand's so close. Is this better than a 5 is the question. Our opponent's also mulliganed. We have 12 blue sources. 18 more lands, but 3 of them are field. I think I'm going to try this and bottom Dig. Let's hope it pans out. Obosh is a companion. Ooh, not what I thought. I thought they were going to be a red deck. Miss number 1. Maybe I should have gone to 5. Come on, deck. Give me a land here. Brutal. Oh, they're on the green aggro deck. I mean, they could probably. What am I? They probably have mountains. They just haven't drawn them. All right, so a turn late. It might be a turn too late. That was the issue. I think we're playing Birgi next turn. Realistically, if we want a chance at this, we need to draw um, hidden strings. Taking for 7, we go to 11 here. There's hidden strings, step 1. So we're going to have to chump block. Now we want to draw Vizier. And I have to block one of the large creatures or else we're dead. Come on, deck, give me a Vizier. I suppose a miracle could happen and we could hit like running strings off a pour. Nope. Yeah, we're dead. The land drop killed us. But we know what our opponent's playing. They're a pretty large deck. So I'm not going to board in Angers, but I think I am going to board in 2 Perilous Voyage. And this is also a catch-all because it bounces Dampening Sphere. I think I'm going to shave to opt. Let's try that out. Please, please subscribe. Do it for me. Do it for this great Pioneer content. And after you subscribe, go down to the description, open it up, look at all those social groups, make sure to join them, support the Epic Storm community. It's not just Legacy, it's a bunch of different decks. Make sure to subscribe, join, follow, etc. And at the end, there's a microphone. That is for the Eternal Glory podcast. It's primarily a Legacy podcast, but it's pretty entertaining, and you'll learn a lot of concepts that translate throughout formats. It's not all just applicable to Legacy. We do talk about game theory quite a bit on the Eternal Glory podcast. We're available on all major podcast platforms. Go check us out. All right, we're on the play for game number 2. Maybe we won't keep a sketchy hand this time. I say that, and then I get this. We're going to ship that. This hand doesn't do anything. I think I'm going into 5. This is the best hand we've seen. All right, let's do it. Opponent considering their turn 1. Which Elf to cast must have been very difficult. Alright, there's that reservoir that's glued to her hand. Looking for a stage here. I think we'll take a Hidden Strings, though. Okay. Opponent has an aggressive draw. We might be in danger. Is that lethal next turn? It's 8, we go to 12. They have 10 damage, so all they need to do is 2 damage to us next turn. If they have another Spellbreaker, we're dead. Jeez, such a fast draw. So something I could do is Hidden Strings into Pour into Reservoir plus a cantrip to gain some life. Try again the turn after. Instead of just dying. Come on, Duck. That was not very good. Alright, so we have a bounce spell. We're just like a mana short of doing anything we actually want to do. I think I need to bounce the beast. Our best draw is probably Hidden Strings. 3 of them left in the deck. So that would have killed us if we just passed. So we're taking 8 right now, going to 4. We're going to need a miracle here. Starts with Hidden Strings. I think. Well, that's not going to do it. Yeah, there just isn't a world where we live here. Alright, 0-1. Alright, on the draw once again. We have a hand that's really close. We just need to draw a second land. I'm going to try it. We have 2 draw steps to hit. I know I got punished in the first round. There we go. Oh, they're on the Boss's Citadel deck. We actually just needed a land there. And Spire Bluff allows us to play Birgi into Lotus Field. Yep. Didn't really need another field, but it can always be discard to Hornfell. And it's really nice about this blue-red list that you can actually just cast Birgi very easily. All right, so here's our window, the third Lotus. All right, so we're going to sack these two. All right. So this is going to be kind of a tough ask to win here, but we're going for it. There's only 2 hidden strings left in the deck. So we would need to hit one in order to win here. Opt will not do it. All right, so Opt actually digs us pretty deep, which is nice. So this is like one of the reasons we're playing Opt is it's 2 more cards off Horn, and you get to Scry. I'd love to keep you poor, but I can't cast you. Okay, you cannot cycle with Vizier, just a warning. Can't cast this dig. Ah, no hidden strings. I think I'm probably dead, but might as well just play out this reservoir. Like, I have a feeling that we're dead if we pass, which is why I went for it there. Unfortunately, we didn't hit, so we're passing, but who knows. We were looking for a 2 of. We dug pretty deep. It just wasn't quite deep enough. I don't think we're dead. So they're going to sack that scry. Really? I don't believe they can deal us 10 here. Maybe I'm not understanding food tricks or something, but I don't know how they would get food. Alright, so let's see what we can do. These viziers are killing me. So technically this is just a draw 1. We're a mana short of casting it. That's a feel bad. And our opponent's conceded the game. I think that was a little preemptive. I don't think we had it yet. Okay, well that was a pretty good dig. Maybe we were going to get there. I do like angers. Those seem pretty good here. Maybe we don't need all 4. Let's try 2 and board out 1 Awakening. Awakening's part of your mana base, though, so it's a little weird to board out. Maybe shave 1 Baral, 1 Birgi. Let's try that on for size. Alright, need to ship that. This is a keep. The Golden Goose. I realize that it's not Golden Goose, but it's literally a gold goose. Yep. So we're going to play out this Stonehenge here. We'll opt on their end step, untap and anger. Do I even want anger here? I don't think I do. They're 1 mana away from casting Citadel. So I'm casting it here because if they drew a land and if they're sitting on Citadel in hand, we lose. Well, we don't lose, but there's a strong chance. So this just delays them by a few turns. See if we can find Lotus. No. But Pour and Brawl are pretty good. I'm pretty sure they're sitting with Citadel in their hand. Jeez. There we go. And we can cipher. It's worth ciphering here because we can cast Valakut Awakening in between. The 2 copies resolving. So this is a draw 2. Okay. We don't have any basic lands, so no. A little shocked. They chose to wait for Reservoir. Could have tapped our opponent's lands there, but what's the point? I think we should probably keep the Birgi up for Hornfell. Alright, so let's cast this Valakut Awakening. We'll draw 2. New blocker. All right, so we're 1-1 now. Bounce back. Let's get the next three. Round three. On the draw, our opponent has revealed a Luris. Our hand is fine, but maybe a little bit slow. We do have two lightning bolt targets here. I'm gonna try it. Might be a little risky. Our opponent is mulligan to 5 currently. All right. Ooh, they're on the red-black deck. So, if we were facing Burn, I probably would have played out Brawl there. But knowing that they're on red-black, I think it's better to cast the strategic planning. Not turning on the removal spells. And they don't have anything to do. I think they're probably sitting with removal in their hand. Cycle Viziers. This will allow me to cast Pour. Maybe I shouldn't cast Pour. I was thinking that I could Pour and then play my land, but it's only good if I hit exactly stage. Well, that's a lot of shimmers. Yikes. The old 2-mana creature beatdown plan right now. They have Luris and one unknown. Another Valakut Awakening. Let's get rid of these 5. Actually, let's keep Lotus, because I can play Lotus next turn. Thespian Stage is actually more mana next turn than just playing Lotus. Come on, play Luris. Ooh, they're strongly representing that removal spell. We'll let him play it. We lose 1 mana by taking this line, and then a future brawl can live. Huh, cast the spells. So Op breaks even here. Just turns a blue mana into a red mana. Alright, let's see if we can win with that on the stack. I think we're going to be able to win with K command on the stack, which is kind of cool. Want opt and I guess pour in case we can't. I think we should be able to though. And our opponents conceded the game. They conceded the match. Wow. They must not have been happy. Yeah. Okay. Hop back in queue, I suppose. Crazy stuff. If you want to support this content directly, theepicstorm.com/shop, and there you can get your own mini token pack. You get 54 tokens for $12. 20 storm tokens, 10 black, 10 red, 6 blue, 3 of the remainders. And they're printed on real cardstock. They're printed on actual cardboard. I keep a set with all of my storm decks, and if you follow this channel, you know that I have a lot of different storm decks. They're super high quality, and I get a lot of usage out of them. I'm sure you would too. And on the back, there's 9 unique goblin tokens. I guess they're not really unique because you get 6 of each because there's 54 tokens. And they're mini. They're half the size of your standard Magic the Gathering card. And once again, theepicstorm.com/shop. All right, round number 4, we are on the play. Nice change of pace. See if we can get these last 2. I'd like that. So Valakut Awakening is a land. Our opponent revealed a Luris. This hand's so close. If we hit a land on turn 2, this hand goes off. Like, this hand is so close. I think you have to ship it, though. This hand's fine. Reservoir is usually good against Luris decks. I think we keep this. Alright. See what we can do next turn. We are not blocking. Shimmer technically digs a little bit deeper, so we're going to cast Shimmer before planning. And did not hit there. I'm going to take the Pour. All right. All right, so we're going to take 6 here, go to 13. Let's try it on Dig. There's the Lotus and Hidden Strings. I don't think we want the Canal. We just have to hope that we can untap without needing to block, but I doubt that's the case. Yeah, now we need to block, so we're probably just dead. Wait, really? It's only 11. No blocks. I think we start on Pour. This is a draw 4. Did not hit. Wow. Yes, we just dig. So there's stage. We definitely need that. Now we're off to the races. It took a while to find our stage, but we got there. Alright, and now this should be easy, hopefully. Shimmer actually is a break even at this point. It just converts blue into red. And Pour is now 3 mana. Ooh, undo. So this is just guaranteed lethal right here. It's worth noting, as we learned in my last video, you cannot cast Approach off of Horn and win the game. Alright, and we won game number 1 against Black-White. How about that? Voyage seems pretty good against the aggro deck. I'll board that in. Question is, what do we side out? I think the answer might be like 2 opt, because these dig deeper. You might be able to do like 1 Baral, 1 Birgi. Let's try that out. That seems fine to me. And once again, the Eternal Glory podcast, make sure you check that out, subscribe. We're on all major podcast platforms. Game 2 on the draw. Sure. Perilous Voyage is pretty nice. Why I chose Voyage is that it's very versatile, and you do get a little bit of value out of it. So when you're running effects like Enter the Royal, stuff like that, it's 4 mana just to get anything out of it, where with Perilous Voyage, you'll take the Scry. And like you can board it in against almost anything, and it doesn't feel too bad. Like it bounces Narset against blue decks. Not that I boarded in there, but if you wanted to, you could. Bounces Notion Thief in a pinch if you want to decide it there. It just does a lot. And then it bounces Damping Sphere Scries too. In this matchup, you can bounce a huge creature Scry too. And one subtle thing that's really, really nice about this list is Shimmer and Strategic Planning. They help dig for your sideboard cards. So in a typical blue-green list, if you have Sylvan Scryings, they do not dig to help you get out of Damping Sphere. Opponent with a really good start, by the way. While I was blabbering. Alright, we're taking 3 here. They're hellbent, so I'm going to play Birgi. Another Lotus. I will take 4. Alright, so one nice thing about Birgi here is we can actually cast Shimmer and then copy. Because we're getting that red mana. I think I'd rather just take the pour here. No need to try to win the game off of strategic planning. And next turn's our turn. They had a strong start, and then it kind of floundered out. Now they get back. They put Lurrus to their hand. Yep. I think I'm just going to Valakut away this entire hand. Draw 7. That's better. This is a 1-mana dig because it makes a red. Take these 2 beautiful magic cards. We're 3-1, and you're seeing the power of this list. I think round 1, I kept a hand that maybe I shouldn't have, and we got punished, and now we're 3-1. You're very consistent when you're not filling your deck full of cards that don't do anything mid combo. So you're slightly weaker setting up, but you're way more powerful once you've assembled, and that's the beauty of this list. Let's get the last one. Let's finish strong. Let's go 4-1. Okay, the final round, round number 5. We're gonna ship this. We do have 2 lands, but this hand's just really clunky. This hand is not any better. This hand's great. We will definitely keep this. Getting rid of Opt and 1 other card. I think it's probably the Valakut. No, I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to guarantee that we have the lands we need to sack to Lotus into stage. It's maybe not the... well, we got rewarded there, but it's not the sexiest choice, but it's the conservative one. We're definitely going to have 2 lands to sack to Lotus, and then we're going to have our stage on turn 4 and a turn 5 pour, which is what we need. Uh-oh. This is a little scary. Devotion that kept the slow hand definitely means that they have a Karn. I think I'm going to pretend that I don't have Lotus, and then maybe we can win next turn with this. So that taps for 5, which isn't enough for... well, they can fight one of our creatures now, but it's not enough for Karn. We are going for it. Vizier was a great draw there. So now we can Shimmer. So we're losing a win condition here. Kind of risky. Take that dig. Alright, now we get to pour. And that was insanely good. Our opponent asked if they're dead. I just told them yes. I didn't know if they were before. Well, now they definitely are. Okay, so they're asking me to show my hand after they concede. Sure. Like, if it's going to save them, I don't care. It's fine. Alright, so we won game number 1 against Mono Green Devotion, which is a very difficult ask, and now we have these 4 bounce balls we board in for their sphere effects. Alright, so I think that this matchup's a little bit more about pure power. So Opt isn't really a card we want, in my opinion. You really want these 6 creatures, and then you want your answers and all your filtering and whatnot. Alright, so I'm going to submit this. I don't think this is a matchup where you board in Anger or Dispute. Technically, they have a bunch of small creatures, but, like, the matchup's not meant for Anger. Like, that's not why it's in the board. We have a great hand here. They selected Hydra. If you think of it, in the Marvel movies, Hydra are the bad guys. Mono Green Devotion is definitely a bad guy deck. Just saying it. You don't have to agree. It's a bad guy deck. And this is quite the start. Jeez. Digging for stage. I think we would take the Brawl here. We're in trouble. Tormod script, I don't care about that. But we can't play out field now, which is kind of an issue. And they can fight our Brawl if we play Brawl, so I think I'm supposed to just play Planning and pass. Well, there's our answer to Damning Sphere. Question is, do I have enough time? Alright, so they're still sitting on the Hydra in hand. Braid looking pretty good right there. Let's see what we can do next turn. Gonna need some luck if we're going to win. So next turn they can get God Pharaoh statue, so this is definitely our window. Alright, so stage is a good draw. We haven't seen any hidden strings yet. We're technically not dead, by the way. It's just that they're going to have God-Pharaoh statue, and that's going to be really good against us. And will put us to 1. So I think I'm going to get rid of these 3. So this is essentially a draw 4. Alright, so they can kill one of our creatures, or they can play God-Pharaoh statue. They cannot do both. Alright, so if they don't draw a land here, okay, so they hit the land. They can still play God-Pharaoh statue, or they can play the Hydra. It's still the same decision. And they're going to go for God-Pharaohs. So that's going to put us to 6. We're still very much in this game. So Pour will cost 6 mana. We have 6. Trying to think what the best line is here. So Shimmer's going to cost 3. We have 2 answers in our deck. We have 1 Perilous Voyage, 1 more Braid. And I can't cast this. I'm a mana short. Yeah. So they're going to kill one of our creatures and then attack next turn. We pretty much have to draw the out. We have 2 out of 37. We know that the bottom, like, 10 cards of our deck are in it. That was a bad draw. Actually, let's undo a little bit. Let's tap these. So this is going to help us dig pretty far. Pun not intended, but for our answers. There's the abrade. So this costs 4. All right, and our opponent got bored. So we got the 4-1. That's pretty exciting. I think this list has a lot of potential. One more win than the list that had phase. Not that that's like a huge sample size or anything, but I do think that the list without phase is better. So, yeah. The no green, I don't feel like it really bit us. I think the round 1 I probably kept a hand I shouldn't have. And then in the second game, we sort of just got pummeled by a fast start. I think this list is really good. Let me know what you think. I think that you see a lot more cards with this list. Once you start winning, you really go. Because you're not drawing dead cards. Like, this deck just has lots of live draws. It's really powerful. And why not? Let's open up these chests. Nothing too good. Yeah. Thank you for watching, and take care. Hey, Bryant Cook here. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, but also follow the social media channels down below. If you want to support this content directly, I would recommend going to theepicstorm.com/shop. And if you need a little bit of assistance with the Epic Storm to get to that next level, I would recommend going to theepicstorm.com/tutoring. Don't worry, there's more great content coming right up.